What's going on, everyone? Just sitting in the car. The keyword is sitting in the car. The sun's really bright on that side. Having a cup of coffee, notebook in hand. You guys always hear me talk about my notebook. Well, it's there in the car. The best tool you could own right here. Pen and a pad of paper. Why do I have a pad of paper in my hand? So I'm waiting for my son again, who's at basketball practice, and I'm going to just do some thinking and some processing manually. Yeah, great tools. What's going on, everyone? Hey, from Charlotte, from Italy. Awesome. Hey, Scott, was tweaking pay-per-click. Awesome. John, thanks for sharing this on Twitter. Yeah, if you guys could share this, if you think that anyone else would want to hang out for about 10, 15 minutes, go ahead and tap it up, swipe on the screen, and share it. A lot of you coming in. When you moving down? I'm moving south, South Carolina, probably around June. We're hoping for June-ish. So that's about it. Yeah, thanks for the shares, guys. You guys are all sharing it and tweeting it up over there. But you guys know that I'm a coffee nut. Love my coffee, so I'm in the car. A little quiet time, a notebook and a pen in hand, and I'm going to spend about a half hour just, I guess, reflecting and kind of writing down what's going through my my head, my businesses. Hey, good seeing you too, AJ. What do you think I run pay-per-click not getting clicks? I would say that's a conversion problem. If you're getting impressions, that is. Hello, Scott from Worcester, Massachusetts. Hey, Laura, thank you for sharing. Hi from Panama. Hey, Scott from South Jersey. Great webcast with JLD. Awesome podcast. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, I was just on EO Fire, Entrepreneur on Fire, that is. And I might be able to switch the camera this. No, I can't. See, that sun is just crazy bright. Yeah, I was on EO Fire Monday of last week. We did a workshop together. Yeah, it was awesome. There's one thing better than the first cup of coffee, a second cup of coffee. I love that. That's awesome. You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's awesome. It was a pretty good day. Being on EO Fire, it was something that, kind of happened because I started the podcast, and then here we are. How are sales going? They're going pretty good. Fourth quarter for me is good, but first quarter is probably going to be a little bit better. I've got a few things up my sleeve, but no, they're good. And I actually bumped my price back up. For those of you that listened to that episode where I was talking about how my one or two competitors are really lowballing it, so I kind of had to play around with my price. I'm now back up because, I don't want to run out of inventory, so I slid it up, so my profit margin should increase, which is going to be a good thing. But no, doing okay. And then for those of you that have been following along on Periscope, I really only have announced it on Periscope as I've got a second brand that I started with a partner. And that one there is doing, it's doing pretty good, actually. We just started not too long ago, ran through a couple promotions for 2 different products. And one product is doing about 5 a day, and the other one is doing between 20 and 25 a day. So I'm really excited about that. Not sure how long it will keep up. I'm not sure if that is the fourth quarter because we started it in the fourth quarter, but time will tell. But I wanted to do it also to, kind of prove that I still got the chops to start from scratch. Is an LLC required when you first start? It's not required. I'm not a legal advisor or an attorney, just to say that, but so it's really a decision that you kind of have to make. And I can't sit here and say that, what I would recommend, what I would say is what I did. I didn't necessarily, but I would, if I was to do it all over again, I would create that LLC like right off the bat. I'm in New York. It's a lot harder to get set up. Is an Inc. okay, or should it be an LLC? Again, I'm not a legal advisor. I mean, I've got an LLC, not an incorporation. I just think that's a different business entity. But by the way, I'm going to have a CPA and a lawyer on the podcast in the first part of the year. Can you do a show with a DHL rep? Would like more info about DHL by sea. That's a great question. have to maybe reach out to the TAS audience and see if I have anybody out there that's a DHL rep. That would be kind of cool, actually. Yeah, that's a good one. I actually did an episode with Derek Miller, who actually does a lot of by sea shipping, and that was a great episode. And I could always probably have him back on too to ask any or answer any more questions in the future. So maybe we can do that as well. Guys, the hearts are flying in. You guys are amazing. Do you have to pay the full FBA fees when you give away free products? Yes, you do. So if you are selling something for $20, let's say, you're going to pay the FBA fees on the $20. It's a cost of business, though. That's the way I look at it. So, for example, if you're, doing a promotion of 100 units, you're going to spend about $500 in FBA fees plus the product. Will you have live training when you move here in South Carolina? I don't know. I might do. I might do some meetups. There's actually a meetup group that I actually joined while I was there. Pen to paper is best. Have a supply of spiral notebooks. Yeah, I have a bunch too. I actually did one with 4 people in North Carolina when I was there visiting, and it was awesome. And they've already asked if I would, come hang out again at some point when I come down. And yeah, I'll do that. I don't know if there will be anything official. We are actually talking about possibly doing something for the TAS audience, but we're just not sure yet. Also should note that when you do promo, Amazon adds the full price to your sales summary. Yes, they do. So it can inflate your numbers. So you don't, you're not going to be able to really use them as your main numbers. Also, for accounting, you wouldn't want to do that because you didn't actually receive that money. You know what I mean? Like if they're saying that you got $20 in sales, but there was a promotion that went through that gave $20 off, well, you don't want to have to pay, taxes on that kind of money, right? If you didn't actually earn it. Just a little side tip there. Yeah, hearts are looking amazing, by the way. So how are things going with you guys? I just purchased Jungle Scout, researching my first product, following your book step by step. Awesome. That's really, really awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying that. And I appreciate that. Going to my first private label classroom mastermind. And oh, wow, cool. That's awesome. Keep me posted on that, Jorge. Periscope tip for you: use number winter and number Christmas in your next title. Yeah, why? Because it'll show up as a hashtag and you get more people? Probably, huh? I'll have to try that. Would it be okay if it was like TAS Christmas, or would it have to be exclusively Christmas? Let's see. Waiting for my sample. Try it. Nice surprise. Huh. Interesting. That will be interesting. I'll give that a shot next time just to kind of see. No, use just Christmas and winter. Huh. Those only. Huh. So yeah, it must be because you're getting all the people that are searching for that hashtag, huh? Thank me later. Snowflakes instead of hearts. Oh, really? Is that it? Is that what happens? Got it. Okay, cool. Do you think that super URLs are still an effective strategy to get keyword ranking? Yeah, I do believe it still is kind of working. I've used it, and it does help you rank. I don't know how long it will help you rank. Yes, and Christmas trees too. Really, that'll be funny. I'm gonna try that next time. We'll see what happens. That'll be a surprise to me as well, huh? Thanks for that tip. Oh, that's funny. I'm closely associated to Periscope, by the way. Been on it since day one. Really? That's awesome, AJ. Yeah, Periscope's a cool little app, man. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy it because I can just sit here and fire it up and then be connected with, hundreds of people. Looks like today we've got over 50 on right now, but I know there'll be a lot of people on the replay. Can't keep enough product on the shelf, just fly off. Ooh, that's terrible. That's a terrible problem to have. Yeah, I do understand that, and you know what? That's okay. Start raising your price a little bit, try to slow it down. But if you can't, hey, you got to run out of stock. You run out of stock. You got to do what you got to do. So I wouldn't look at that as a terrible thing. I'd rather be having that problem than saying like I can't sell any, right? So that's a good problem to have. Let's have a little fun here real quick. How many of you are podcast listeners? Just say yes in the comments. I'd be curious to know how many are listeners or just people just tuning in now. Wow, looks like about all of you. Sweet. You guys are awesome. Cool, so we're hanging out with all of our friends here together. Listened to 4 episodes yesterday, huh? And you're not tired of me yet? That's awesome. That is really, really cool. Yeah, and I've got a lot of cool right from the 3rd episode. Wow, awesome. Yeah, I've got a lot of cool things lined up too. I've already got some interviews being done right now. I do all FBA. Do you do majority FBA or FBM? All FBA. FBM to me is a job. I don't want a job. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to, depending on what kind of product. But yeah, you may have to do that. Yeah, so I was going to say, what was I going to say? Oh, about what's coming up. Getting a TAS tattoo next week. Come on, man. I was going to say, that would be crazy. Don't be doing that stuff. Research a product in gun sites. Red dot. Good review on Alibaba, but found. Not sure what that means. But yeah, I've got a guy that I'm interviewing. Actually, I'm interviewing him on Monday, but it won't air until January. An ex Amazon employee that worked for their kind of like their bringing sellers on board like us, and he's going to help us with what will help us not get our accounts suspended, how we can abide by the rules, what to look out for, what Amazon wants, what they like, all of that stuff. So that's going to be kind of fun. And that's going to be, I'm going to be interviewing him on Monday, and then I'm going to air it probably first week in January. Hey, Andy, what's up? I just seen, hey, Scott, Andy, LA. What's going on? Yeah, so if you guys got any more questions real quick, I've got about 5 minutes, then I want to hit the book here. Are there any podcast episodes of freight forwarding? Yeah, we just did one with Derek Miller. Head over to theamazingseller.com and then just search Derek Miller or just Miller in the search and you'll find it. Oh, by the way, too, guys, something exciting just happened. I think it was yesterday. One of my admins for the Facebook group told me we're over 20,000 in that group now, TAS group, which started with nothing. The podcast started with no listeners, and then the Facebook page, we had nobody there, and we just started letting people know about it, and now it's up over 20,000, and it's an amazing group. It's very, very awesome, very engaging, so it's really, really awesome. Do you handle your own customer service or through a VA? Currently, I am playing around with the idea of having a VA help. Jorge, you joined around 7,000, huh? Wow. Let's see. Busted for counterfeit products. Congrats on the group. Thank you. Number 1 on page 1 for main keyword. Pause that keyword. The ad listings are not next to each other. I don't really understand that one. What are you paying for the VA? The VA right now is not specific to that one task. But I would say it's really going to be an hourly, I think, is how you would do that. I think you would probably want to break that down to how much time they're going to be spending. For me personally, I want them to do a little bit of everything. So, I mean, I'm willing to spend 25 to 30 an hour if it's obviously focused time. And that would be like... have a VA for blogging and social media. That's a great idea, by the way, too. Have you guys $700 a month too much for full time? No, I think that's a bargain. How to stay away from counterfeit sources? Well, number 1, you got to do your research on that, but also your suppliers and stuff. You want to see you're going to know if the product is. If it's counterfeit, is it a counterfeit product, meaning that you're trying to sell that, or because if it's your product, you'd be counterfeiting someone else's product? For UPC. Oh, it's funny. I just had a company contact me. They look like a really good, legit company, and they're about $2 a UPC code, and they wanted me to have a sponsorship spot on my show. but I told them I didn't do sponsorships, but I was still going to kind of refer them to you guys. So I'll definitely probably talk about that on the podcast. I don't have it off the top of my head. Put that back, that comment there about the VA. It went off, and I can't go back unless I see it in the recording. Onlinejobs.ph Filipino workers. Yeah. Upwork is another place you can find some. I know Chris Ducker has a service, Virtual Staff Finder. That's another good one. But yeah, I definitely think it's something that, I mean, I'll be trying to do even a little bit more delegation on a lot of different things moving into 2016. I have a great connect for VAs at 700 for full-time non-Filipino. Oh, cool. Well, AJ, why don't you shoot me an email and let me know about that? That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. That'd be cool. And if I could check it out. Yeah, because I'm looking for stuff like that. Yeah, cool. Scott at theamazingseller.com. Just shoot it over there. I'll check it out and I'll respond. Yeah, so I'm going to, well, I can hang out for a couple more minutes if you got any more questions. If not, we'll go ahead and we'll call it a wrap. But yeah, a lot of cool things. I'm excited about 2016. I'm excited for the holidays. Enjoying some time with my family. My son last night, or not? Was it last night? Yeah, today's Saturday. We won. We won last night. We crushed it, actually. He had 15 points. He played so-so. He didn't have his best game, but he still did okay. So that was fun. And hey, thank you for that. And yeah, we've got another game Monday, another game Wednesday. So we're all in here right now with the sports stuff. So really, any webinars coming up? No, actually, you know what? I should probably bring that up. If you guys are watching this, even on the replay, right now, I'm currently done with the workshops probably until the 10th or the 14th, somewhere in there of January. We're going to be actually not doing any more workshops. I'm kind of taking that time off now, and we're going to just kind of enjoy the holidays and all that. I do have a replay out right now from my last one that I did on Thursday night. That's going to be up until Sunday night, so if you wanted to watch that, you can head over to, I'll give you the easiest link. It's theamazingseller.com/workshop. If you go there, you can click on the one button there, and it'll take you to the replay, and you can watch that. Chris and I stayed on for almost 2.5 hours. We stayed on for another hour answering Q&A at the end. What's the best auto email service? I use aweber.com. I think it's the easiest. Any thoughts on ACE and Inspector? No, not really. Jungle Scout's my choice of tools. They have the best data on the market. That's my thoughts on that. Yeah, so yeah, if you guys haven't checked out that workshop, definitely go check it out. It was an awesome time. We covered a lot of great material. And I think that if you were wanting to kind of get started in this, if you haven't already, or even if you just wanted to listen to the live Q&A, I believe you can even fast forward through the the beginning part of that where we were kind of welcoming everyone. We had over 550 people on live, which was amazing. And I did a workshop with John Lee Dumas. I did that on the same day, but it was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that one had just about 600 people on live. So, yeah, we had a really great time, and it was fun, and just a lot of people got a lot of value from it, and that's just rewarding in itself. So, yeah, definitely check that out, theamazingseller.com/workshop. If it's after Sunday, that replay will be down. And the main reason why I take the replay down, guys, honestly, is because I get a ton of questions. And I'm answering about an hour to an hour and a half worth of emails a day as it is without adding the workshop into the mix. So I like to answer them live on the workshop. But because I'm not going to be doing another workshop here for a while, I figured I'd leave the replay up so this way here you could watch it if you're interested. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't done so. There's also... which I'll be talking about. Actually, you know what though? I will let you know this, guys. Why you're doing another? No, I'm not going to be doing another one. Not this year. Let me just say though, what I am going to do, and I'm almost 100%. And we got to block people here. There's always a few of those people that come on. They're just bored. Let me just say that possibly, not 100%, but I think Tuesday I might do maybe an hour long Q&A. So what I might do is just an hour Q&A hangout where I can go ahead and just answer any of your questions. Some of you know I do have a class that I teach, which is a paid class, and that one is going to be also, the registration for that's going to be closing. So I want to answer any questions that anyone has about that. So anyway, yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, TAS is great, and I love the community. Do I still recommend doing giveaways even after reaching the top spots of your... no, I don't think that you have to. If you can do it once and get ranked and get sales, I would just go with it. Start running pay-per-click. That would be my strategy on that. So, yeah, definitely. I would just say get ranked. So, yeah, that would be my advice on that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to run. If you guys are watching the replay, though, tap it up. You can still give love. What's the cost for your class? Right now, publicly, it's $11.97, but right now, the registration is $8.97 one-time investment, and we usually only offer that on the workshop, but right now, we're going to be extending that to the 23rd because we aren't going to be doing any more workshops. So, go check that out if you want to. Just go over to the replay, though. I would say first watch the replay, and then you can decide if the class is for you. It's not for everyone. It is something that we teach in there, and then we also have community in there, and we also have monthly. Hey, thank you so much, midwife and mom. Class is amazing. So you're one of our students. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. And we do a live hangout every other week. So we do 2 a month. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and we've got a lot of great people in there as well. So yeah, go check out the replay. If you're interested in the paid class, just go to watch the replay, and you'll get all the info there. But you'll also learn through that workshop. Because the workshop really, and that's why I've done this too, for those of you that are still on, I've done the workshop to be able to get people up to speed. And if at that point they want to, jump in and then, get into more of a structured atmosphere and community and all that stuff, then that's when the time's right. I don't even announce it on my podcast about my private class. I only want people that are going to be able to understand the process before they even come in. So I kind of like get them up to speed first. So anyway, thank you for the hearts. Thanks. Great value. You've made a lot of people rich. I hope so. I hope I made them rich in a way as well that they can have a little bit more freedom. We need to find a TAS Monicon. That's awesome. Thanks for your help. That would be sweet. That would be really, really cool. All right, guys, if you're watching this, like I said, share it on Twitter or Periscope if you enjoyed it and if you think people would get value. Share the podcast, theamazingseller.com. Again, the workshop is going to have a replay until this Sunday at, let's see, it'll probably be around midnight. Yeah, midnight is when I think it's set to expire. Toodles, Val. Toodle. And we'll see everyone real soon. So tap it up, give some love, and I appreciate it. Tim, thank you so much. John, Merry Christmas to you as well. I'll probably try to do a few more scopes here beforehand, and hopefully we can connect again real soon, all right? And 4-finger for Papa. Yeah, right, Papa V. Remember Papa V saying four tap it? Oh, awesome. Suzette, thank you. Merry Christmas. Patty, happy yo-yo. What's up? Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and get writing in my notebook here. So have an awesome, amazing day, and take action, take care, and we'll see you guys real soon, all right? Take care.